Okay, welcome. I'm going to make a YouTube video today of the week 3 extra credit. And I'm going to go through almost all the problems, and I recommend maybe pause this after I do the problem, go to your worksheet, do those, and so on and so forth. Okay, so the first one deals with commission. Okay, this individual has a salary of $87,000. Okay, and they make 3% commission on $500,000 on $500,000. All right, so what we got to find out is how much this is going to come out to, and it can be added on to the $87,000, and that's how much they're going to make that particular year. Okay, so if I multiply this out, we got 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 3 times 5 is 15. I count in 2 places. Here's where my decimal would go. All right, put my comma in. All right, so this right here now is $15,000 that they're going to make in commission. Commission is the amount you get paid for sales. Sales, men and women, quite often make a commission. All right, so in this case, 3% is 0.03. They make $15,000 in commission that year. Needs to be added on to their salary. They make this regardless if they sell anything. Okay, so this $15,000 needs to be added on. That's going to be their annual salary for that particular year. Okay, another problem deals with area. Okay, and this one is sodding a yard, putting grass down in the yard, and the area of the yard is 144 square feet or square yards, whatever. In this case, it is square feet. Okay, the length of the yard is 10 feet. They want to know the width of the yard. Okay, so all you have to do is to isolate this variable, divide both sides by 10. Okay, so this is how we would isolate our variable, divide both by 10. These cancel, so we're left with W equals 44 divided by 10. So do this here, or take your calculator, type in 44 divided by 10, and you'll have your answer. Okay, here is another one dealing with a line segment. There are 3 line segments here. Okay, from here to here is a line segment, so GH. And that's how we would put the segment. Okay, CD is another one. And the third one is right here, HD. And those are line segments. All right, so that's the answer to that particular one. Okay, now we're taking a look at a pretty difficult one. This is to construct a pie chart. A pie chart is sometimes called a circle graph as well. Okay, so what we got going on here is we got to find out the total. Okay, they deal with bees, types of ants, I should say. Okay, there's 8 total types of ants that this individual found in their yard. 2 of them are queen ants. Okay, 2 out of the 8. So that's 0.25 or 25%. So we take 0.25 and we multiply it by 360 because there's 360 degrees in a circle. Okay, so for the queen ant, when you make your circle graph or pie chart, you need to make it a circle and take 90 degrees of it. Okay, so if this is my circle and I take 90 degrees of it, that's a quarter of your circle. Okay, that's going to be for the queen ants. All right, the worker ants is 1/8. 1 divided by 8 is 0.125. We multiply that by 360, we get 45 degrees. Okay, so now 45 degrees would be half of, this would be another 90 here. There would be your worker. Okay, and so on and so forth. You got to go through the rest of the problem and complete the circle graph and put those in. Okay. All right, here is one where you're totaling up a bill. Bought 7 of something for 99 cents. 50 cents for 2 bags of chips, because it says a couple bags of chips. That we'll call that 2. And 3 of something for 75 cents. Do your multiplying first, and then go back and add that together for your total. Here we have a ratio. Half a mile in 20 minutes. In 2 miles, how many minutes would it be? Well, what times 0.5 is 2? Okay, well, 4. 4 times 0.5 equals 2, so 4 times 20 would be the minutes in 2 miles. All right, here you have to make a bar graph. It's points scored in basketball games. All right, so we put the points here, put the games here. All right, I went in intervals of 5. You could go in different intervals, but those seem to be good for this particular problem. Game number 1, this person scored 12 points, so I made my bar to go to 12. Now you can fill this in, you can shade it if you'd like. Okay, go game 2, put that here, and go whatever it was in game 2, and so on and so forth, and you'll have a pretty nice bar graph. Okay, this problem here, we have to solve for f. They have to be equal. This is kind of one where a little trial and error works pretty well. Well, f ends up being 20. If I put 20 in here, I get 1/2 if I reduce it. If I put 20 in here, 10 over 20 is 1/2. Okay, so 20 is the answer. Just for watching this video, you're going to get that one right. Okay, you got a ruler, all right? This actually should be an R. Okay, you have a ruler there that you got to determine the length of something, but they don't start at 0 on the ruler. The ruler, the line that you're measuring actually starts at 15 millimeters, and you got to measure millimeters. It ends at 40 millimeters. Okay, so here's the start, here's the end. So the distance, okay, so it's 25 millimeters is your answer. All right, so you got to always look at a ruler and see, where the starting point of the ruler is. Where's the 0 point of the ruler, or where are things starting? All right, you have 2 problems dealing with range today. The range equals the largest data item minus the smallest. Okay, and there's 2 problems on the extra credit where you're asked to find the range. Fairly simple, especially with a calculator. All right, we've got one that's 6 to the 4th. That's 6 times 6 times 6 times 6. Use a calculator. Okay, you have to add fractions. We got to get a common denominator here. Our denominator is going to be 6. So 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 2 is 4. So I just rewrote 2/3 to 4/6. Now I have a common denominator, 6's. So now I can add here. 5 and 4 is 9. So you get 9/6, which is improper. You got to fix that up now. Make that a reduced fraction. It's going to be a mixed number. You should be able to finish it from there. And one last thing that you got to be able to do is find the perimeter of something. The perimeter is the distance around. So if you have a parallelogram or something like that, and I think that's the problem. You got a parallelogram. You got to add this plus this plus this plus this. You're given to the side lengths. Should be a pretty easy problem once you know what perimeter means. Okay, this should help you to get all these questions correct. Good luck.